down to the next street down the street. One of the biggest and certainly the most talked about stars in the house tonight is Eminem, last year's Best New Artist, who's now nominated in 6 categories, a top total in which he's ironically tied with maybe his least favorite boy group, NSYNC, who, like him, are also up for the big one, Video of the Year. This has been, as you may have noticed, a truly unbelievable year for Eminem, filled with professional triumphs and personal tailspins. Let's take a look back.
My name is...
And the winner is Eminem. My name is...
Uh-oh. Was this supposed to happen?
Well, not in exactly this way, maybe. Detroit rapper sells millions of records on which he trashes gays, teen pop idols, and even his own wife. Gets sued by his mother. Spends summer atop the charts. Gets busted for just the sort of gun-wielding violence his many critics all warned us about. And meanwhile, struggles to keep his head on straight in the whirlwind of his sudden notorious celebrity.
This is definitely me in my prime, and I realize that this is my high point. I may not ever get this again.
For his second major label album, Eminem took his uncurbable tongue back into the studio with producer Dr. Dre and came out with an album that was even harsher and more hostile than its predecessor. And people bought it big time. The Marshall Mathers LP sold a phenomenal 1.7 million copies in its first week, a record for a solo artist.
Last year, Dre told me that I was going to be the first rapper to do it, to sell, to hit 1 million. And, you know, back last year, I didn't believe him.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
The album's first single made M a total TRL-style teen pop star, which in turn drew the concerned scrutiny of gay activists and women's groups who pronounced themselves appalled.
My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge. Stab you in the head, whether you're a...
I say things just to get a rise out of critics and just to get a rise out of people. I don't feel like I should have to bite my tongue for anybody.
Homosex, a man for a trans, a best. Man to dress, hate,
Despite the grumbling of Eminemophobes, record-buying fans kept his album lodged solidly atop the charts, where it proceeded to sell more than 6 million copies and still counting. Fame and fortune had definitely struck big time. But as the old hip-hop adage goes, mo money, mo problems. Did you go out and have a party somewhere?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Partied in jail.
So did you get asked for autographs in jail?
Yeah, I did. Really? Yeah. It was kind of funny.
Amid all his professional success, his marriage fell apart. His wife Kim attempted suicide, and Eminem later filed for divorce. He had also gotten arrested twice on gun charges, for which he may yet face serious jail time.
I'm basically trying not to dwell on it, because I realize that, you know, I am in some serious, you know, but like I said, I just gotta keep my head above water, man, and just try not to think about it.
living the urban life like a white kid from the burbs. Screaming at night and screaming at mom, scheming to leave. Run away from home and wanna be a just like me.
Apart from his proliferating personal problems, Eminem scored another career high on Dr. Dre's summer-long Up in Smoke tour. Then came his half-dozen Video Music Award nominations. Clearly, the man so many people love to hate still fascinates millions more.
From the snare drum in the studio all the way to the VMAs, I work hard on everything I do, and I give it 110%. You know, I think the fans can see that.
Well, we're expecting some protesters out here down on the corner of 51st and 6th. There are a few, but not nearly as many as we were expecting. They're from GLAAD. Right now, Chris Connelly is downstairs talking to Romaine Patterson of GLAAD. Chris?
Thanks a lot, Kurt. I am indeed inside with Romaine Patterson from the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. That's GLAAD. Thank you for joining us, Romaine.
Thank you, Chris.
Now, we know GLAAD is currently doing a protest, a demonstration outside the hall tonight. Why are you here?
We are here because Eminem's current lyrics on his Marshall Mathers LP really strongly suggest that young listening audience should go out and express their emotions through violence, violence often aimed at the gay and lesbian community.
And what do you think of MTV's role in Eminem's success?
We believe Eminem and MTV have a responsibility to the audience that they provide their efforts towards. And we really hope that MTV will take a responsible look at whether or not they want to promote someone who is being hateful and defamatory against the entire community.
Now, you know he was nominated for 6 VMA nominations by the industry and by the audience. He sold 6 million records. Doesn't that warrant his being on a show like this?
Absolutely. We feel that he is warranted to be on a show like this, but at the same time, we really have to question MTV's responsibility about promoting this type of language about an entire community. By giving him a prime spot on the VMAs, they have said this type of language is acceptable and we're going to promote this artist.
Well, thank you for talking to us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Let's go back outside.